Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today I'm going to show you guys how to layer a decal that we're going to put on a tumbler. So number one, we're going to layer some adhesive vinyl, some different colors, as well as apply it to a metal tumbler. So this is going to help you guys out in several different ways. So I hope you guys find some inspiration as well as some tips and tricks. So let's go over the supplies we're using today. So I'm using a metal tumbler today. I'm also using a squeegee. In particular, I've got one that has this little middle piece right here, because this is going to allow us to hold it still while we apply our decal. So we've got our little squeegee as well as one to apply it as well. And then I've already cut out my design here with all of these colors here. I think I used a variety. It may all be the same. I used Avery. It's one of my favorites as well. And I do believe I used Starcraft. This one is in a matte color here. So I've got that going on. I've got a piece of transfer, but this time I'm using contact paper that you guys can actually get from the dollar store or locally from, craft stores and places like that. I'm also going to be using a piece of parchment paper. Parchment paper is very important because the adhesive vinyl will not stick to it. So I've got the parchment, and then I've got a weeding tool, of course. So let's start off with weeding everything out. This design right here, you guys can actually find it over in the Plus membership area for 1+ credit. So I think it is super, super cute, and I thought it would be the perfect design for showing you some layers. So I've went ahead and welded the colors that went together, so they cut out together, but you could definitely keep them separate so that way you guys don't waste such a big piece like this. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going. So I tried to keep the colors very similar to what the design was to keep that boho vibe. I just kind of used the colors that I had on hand. So I definitely hope to inspire you guys to use some colors that you guys may already have on hand. So just kind of mix and match what you have. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of here. Now you could also apply the same thing to, your laptop, or whether you want to apply it on, make it smaller and put it on a cell phone case. So there's actually lots of different things you guys can do with this design. You could even bring it bigger and put it on a t-shirt if you wanted to. So tons of different ideas with this one design. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I do believe we've just got the one more here. So I've got this one. Now the color I do believe this was more of, I'm trying to think, because this is like a maroon here, but this was more of like a rose pink, and I really wished I would have had that on hand because it would have been gorgeous. So like I said, I've just worked with the colors. This is definitely, I hope to inspire you guys to get through your, your stash and really utilize what you have. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get these last few pieces right here, just like so. So I think we've got one more little piece here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the biggest piece to the smallest piece whenever I go to layer here. So I'm going to start with this one here, then we'll pick up that wild and then kind of just keep on trucking. So let's go ahead and get our transfer tape here. Now make sure that you've already cleaned off your tumbler with rubbing alcohol. That's going to allow this adhesive to stick to it for a very long time. Another thing you want to do is if you're putting it on a water bottle like this is you really want to use permanent, so it'll last a very long time as well. It'll hold up through the wash. So I'm going to go ahead and go down like a taco, just like so. I'm going to take that squeegee here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and rub this in. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick this up. All right, and then go ahead and get the next side. So now I'm going to go ahead and just flip this over and peel. All right, so now this is where that parchment paper, I'm going to kind of get it underneath here. I'm going to get this next one on and stick this down. What I'm doing with this parchment paper is I'm not doing what you've probably seen us do in the past or anybody else, is where you can actually put it in between to help you without committing too early. What I'm actually using it for is a barrier between my countertop and this. So that way this piece doesn't stick to my countertop, because if this sticks to the countertop, it's over with. So with this parchment paper, it's going to allow me to stick it to the parchment because it's not going to stick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start to line this up just like so. And then I'm going to go ahead and squeegee this down. So I just need to do the wild this time, just like so. Flip it back over, and remove. Just kind of peel there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and come back in here, and we've got the moon this time. So I'm gonna come back into this layer here, and we're going to just come right back down in here. Now I do believe that this is gonna go right about here, like that. So as you guys can see, I've got a protection here and anything up at the top possibly. So I'm gonna go ahead and come into the next one here. I think this color combo came out super cute. So I am missing a little bit over here. I don't have parchment on it, but it's all attached as one. So it's gonna be enough to where my transfer is still gonna pick it up. So I'll show you in just a second. So you don't have to worry about little things like that. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and smooth that down. We are going to flip it over and peel at an angle. Just like that, one more little piece. Okay, so what you can see, like I was telling you, is see how it's kind of hanging off the side there? But it's okay, these little pieces, because it's still in a big piece that it's attached, so I'm totally okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna come back in with my last few pieces here, and I'm gonna try to pick these up. So I do believe it's gonna be somewhere right about here. So we're just gonna roll with this. All right, so I'm gonna do that. Now, once again, that moon is gonna be off a little bit, so I can actually only pick up a little piece of it, and that's all right. So there we go. All right, so I'm gonna flip this over, and then we're going to peel at an angle. So you guys can see that it's still got enough holding on there for me that it's okay. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure, because I've got this little thing here, I want to flip that over directly in the center because I want to get this straight on this side. Once again, you want to make sure that you've already cleaned it with rubbing alcohol to help ensure that it's going to last a long time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be able to just drop this down just like so. So I'm just going to kind of line it up. And then what I like to do is just kind of stop right there. I'll go across the center here. I'm going to fold down one side just like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold over that other side. I'm trying to be careful because once again, there's nothing to protect these little pieces here. And then I'm just going to start to smooth everything out, just like so. All right, so now what I can do is I can take that squeegee here and kind of just go to town, really rubbing it in. This is going to help ensure that it's going to last a long time. Now, whenever you're working with things like this that are going to be washed, highly recommend that you wait 48 to 72 hours to allow the adhesive to bond to your metal here. So I'm going to go ahead and just smooth these out. And I'm trying to be careful because these are not, you guys see how easy that was to kind of bump that? I'm just going to carefully smooth that back out. So with these ones here, I probably want to push those by hand, just like that, and then just stay on top of the pieces that are underneath my transfer. All right, so once we have it, we're just going to go ahead and peel at an angle, just like so. So if anything tries to come back up with you, just slow down and press it back down. Try to slow down and kind of really get that angle. I probably could have rubbed a little bit more up there at the top. But once again, as you guys can see, this color combo is gorgeous. I think it's so cute. This would have been really cute too on like a, you know, like a nude tone color would have been really cute as well. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just using my fingers to kind of press everything in, just like that. How cute is this? Now with these water bottles and things like that, you could definitely take one of our fonts, come back in and maybe personalize it with somebody's name and things like that. Once again, it would be super cute to make a decal for your laptop, the back of your phone, make a t-shirt with it, lots of different ideas. I hope you guys found some inspiration today or some tips and tricks. And if you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And we'll see you guys on the next one.